success will knock at your door. Sure for that. You start with one, don't be in a hurry, make it successful, go for the second, and then the world is yours to go expand wherever you want to expand and all that.
العزم بدو وحضر كانوا على قص وسن ناس يشدبها الظهر والطيب يكسونه الطيب.
أهل العزم بدو وحضر كانوا على غيص وسن ناس يشدبها الظهر والطيب يجزونه بطيب. وفي عيالهم يجنى الثمر ما بين طيار وطبيب ومهندس ينتج فكر ويطور العقل اللبيب.
والنفط
يوم انه ظهر
منهم
على الوقفة نصيب. في العصب أصبح له مقر ويضخ من حب شانبين.
على الرويس وفي البحر والسفن من فوق الغبيب. وجيوشنا تقدح
ظفر
هذا اليوم المهيب.
وتقدم على الموت الحمر وترهي على الوضع الصعيب. منهم مثل سحب المطر والأي محتاج نتيب. واهل الهمم فخر العصر ما حالهم حال عطيب. واهدافنا فوق القمر بالعلم والراي الصويب.
Welcome everyone with your program Peers of Union, who invade the most successful story and person here in UAE. Today welcome with me from Abu Dhabi city Mr. Vinay Varma, the owner and founder of the Royal Orchid Group. Welcome, Mr.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. And Assalamu alaikum to everybody. And thank you for having me today on the show. Thank you.
Thank you for you. Mr. Can you please introduce yourself for the public?
Yes, my name is Vinay Varma, and I came to Abu Dhabi on 16th of October 1970 as a young boy to look for better prospects. I had done my hotel school from Bombay and finished it at late 69-70, and I thought, why not have a new fresh career in Abu Dhabi. And Abu Dhabi, that time there was no UAE, it was known as Crucial States. So I landed here in 1970 and I fell in love with this city from the very first day I landed here. I worked with a private company known as a biller, Alberta Biller, for 1.5 years, and later on moved to another company for better prospects known as Spinney's 1948 Limited at that time, which had various caterings for the oil rigs, etc. I moved to the desert areas for nearly 3 years to places like Habshan, Buhasa, Jabal Dana, and Asab and Shah. It was quite an experience to work in those areas, which was something very different. You know, in the summer it was as hot as over 50 degrees, and in the cold weather it was as cold as -1 degree. But lovely people, the Bedouins as they were called that time, were one of the finest people I ever met, and that energy and that thing that brought into me was something fantastic. I got married in 1975 with an Indian girl, and we came here, and I was posted back to Abu Dhabi, worked for Spinney's till 1982-83, and then we thought, why not go into business? Because I found that Abu Dhabi lacked some good family restaurants, especially Indian restaurants. So my first restaurant started in 1984-85, known as Quality Restaurant, or as in Arabic they called it Matam Al Nawaya on Shar Salam. That restaurant, we worked very hard. I remember 16 hours to 18 hours, and that brought us a lot of efforts and a lot of, I would say, we did pretty well, in that area. My 2 children were born in Abu Dhabi, my daughter and my son.
So this big experience and period here in UAE, we want to speak also about the beginning step in business. Some business have some challenge, maybe difficult.
So businesses have to be with challenges,
Yeah.
and you have to accept those challenges. I won't say no business is ever without challenges. So we had a lot of challenges. I still remember the first challenge when we were constructing Quality, and we had to dig deep to put up a tandoor, and the landlord said, "Oh, my building will come down if you go down." So it took a challenge to assure him, to give him confidence that what I am doing will not harm the building, the structure or anything. And when the restaurant finished, he said, "MashaAllah, I never thought you could come up with such a good restaurant," And we became very good friends, and the restaurant had a lot. The challenges came little later on as Abu Dhabi was progressing, and they brought in the new tunnel, the new underpass, and our building happened to be just on the main road. And we suffered a lot. We suffered for nearly 4 years when the work of the tunnel was going on. There was no parking. The people could not park. My lot of Emirati friends used to tell me, "Mr. Verma, I'm circling for 40 minutes and I cannot get parking." But we stuck on there, and when the tunnel finished, but by that time we had lost a lot of money, and so we had to shift our restaurant to another place. Yes, there were other challenges. When I was working, we met with a serious accident where all my 4 colleagues died in the desert, and I am the only survivor, and I'm grateful that I have survived to be with Abu Dhabi, what Abu Dhabi is today. So the challenges were great, but the success was there, and that brings you more motivation to do more. And then we opened a second restaurant known as the Royal Orchid Chinese and Thai restaurant on Shar Salam. And today, mashallah, we have 5 branches of this restaurant in Abu Dhabi, And then we thought, why not, there was lack of Indian sweets, or as they call it in Arabic, halawat. So we opened our first vegetarian restaurant with sweets, known as Chapan Bhog. And we are very proud. We have 5 branches of Chapan Bhog, giving the best of the Indian sweets, and most of the Emirati friends love Indian sweets and all that. It took us a little time, and we thought, my children joined me from America. They came back, and we said, why not grow some more? So we went into other brands like the Soy Chinese restaurant, like the Kebab and Curries, the Indian restaurant, like the Bombay Canteen in Galleria, the Indian upmarket restaurant. We had challenges when the rents were very high, and extremely high. And we tried to request for reduction in rents and try to tell the people, the owners, the landlords, that we are not franchise or come from any other part of America or Europe. We are a homegrown restaurant brand. So we could not get enough money, but we had to shut down some restaurants also. So there is always sometimes challenges of good and bad. But the government, especially during the COVID, has supported us too much. And I'm very grateful to the rulers of the government for supporting us during this time, that we are still surviving and able to carry on. There were tough times during COVID, we still are, with a lot of new rules. But the country and the rulers have done so much for the public, in the health checks and all that, our team members, our employees, that they are all safe. We did not have to sack them. They understood what difficult times we were going through. So that is the story of both having problems and success.
Mr. Vinay, who supports you?
My biggest support has been my Emirati friends, who supported me, of coming to the restaurants. My other support was my wife. I think I'll be not honest if I don't say that she has stood during all those difficult, tough times also. When I met with my accident and I was in the hospital, in Central Hospital for months, my wife supported me by taking up jobs so that my children could go to school. There was a time when people used to say, what are you doing here? Why don't you go to America? You have green card, go to America. I think I loved Abu Dhabi. I just loved Abu Dhabi. You don't run away from difficulties. You stay here, So we had the passion. You had that inkling to do not only the hard work, but beside the hard work, the passion, the honesty to work hard. So the support of so many people, that is very difficult to name, but the government has always been very supportive, and my own children and my wife have been very supportive to me.
Yeah, I see that you have here the photo of Sheikh Zayed. So you have some story with this.
I feel very proud of the father of the nation, late Sheikh Nahyan, Sheikh Zayed bin Nahyan. He is what Abu Dhabi is today, what he has created. A most wonderful city, a safe city for the children, for the women. Where people feel safe to go even in the night without being afraid. A city which he has given so much greenery, a city which he has given so much of the development, And he was so humble, not only to his own people, but to the people from other countries, not only Indians, but all over the world, over 140 nationalities who are still here. So we feel very obligated that Sheikh Zayed will ever be remembered for our lifetime, our children's lifetime.
Mr. Vinay, sure that you have some strategy or future plan for the business here in UAE. Your future plan for the business?
My future plans for the business, I have now left it to my children mostly, as I have reached my age of 75, but still very strong. My children still don't want me to stop working, and I think why should one stop working? So the future plan is, the scenario has changed, of Abu Dhabi, and especially since COVID-19, to have some new brands, but local brands. My always desire has been to tell the people, especially my Emirati friends and the youngsters, the future is the younger generation. They are I would say, the source of everything, that they should create something local brands, and take care of it and sit there like we sat there for 16 hours, So the future is that of big restaurants, I don't see much future, but smaller, good, healthy food restaurants, there's a lot of future still. There are too many, but I would say the healthy will survive. The people who have the passion, who have the determination to pay, I would say work hard, with honesty, with following the rules of the government, there is always success, I would say that. But don't run away from failures. I always tell my children, you may not do well with one restaurant, but don't run away. Be aggressive, come up with new plans, come up with something fantastic, come up with, government is giving such new location, in Sadyat, in Yas, in Al Hudarat beach, look for these locations, come up with something different, things and all that. So there is a great future, I would say that. But we definitely, what we have gone through this 1 year of COVID, the Abu Dhabi landlords, the Abu Dhabi government, the Abu Dhabi rulers have been very, very supportive. That has only helped us to stay in business. Otherwise, you would have seen, a lot of businesses shutting down. We are still there to serve you.
Yeah. Mr. Vinay, you are a great example of businessman here in UAE. So many young businessmen and women show your experience, your story. Like I want to do like that. I want to be like Mr. Vinay. So what's your motivation message for
First
this
of all,
person?
is you have to have that inside fire, the dream.
Yeah.
The dream is not just to keep on dreaming, but the dream to bring it to reality. For that you need a passion. You must have the passion. Passion for food in my line, the dream to be successful, and then to work hard and work honestly. You see, don't get entangled that very first day I should make my million. Oh no, money should be not the criteria. It's your dream and how you want your dream to be successful with the hard work. I tell the youth, why bring brands like we have to bring McDonald's, KFCs, or so many other brands from Europe and America? Why not create your own? Create it. You have that passion. The youth of Abu Dhabi, the Emirati youth, you see them, they're so well educated. They don't need to go for government jobs, they need to create their own businesses. Take part in that. Be that to have that, how to be successful, and not that leave it to your managers and your staff to run that. Be part of it and all that. We are looking forward as our company also to go beyond from Abu Dhabi borders to Saudi Arabia, to India, and to the Gulf countries. We are very happy that the Qatar relations have started again, and we will look forward in the next couple of years to go back to that country again to start it. But Abu Dhabi is my love, and I would like to, till my end, to be in Abu Dhabi. I was very happy when I met His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi. When he always said, whenever he says, "This is your country. We are happy. We welcome you." That's the thing. And I think those words always sound great in my ears, that how much we are wanted in this country, and all this. And having 50 plus years into this country, I feel this is my country, as if I was born here. I've lived here more than I've lived in India, the country where I was born, So.
Thank you, Mr. Vinay Varma, the owner and the founder of the Royal Orchid Group. Thank you so much. We are so happy to meet you today.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much, and thank you once again. And I wish all the success and all the best for the people of Abu Dhabi and the UAE, people from all over this, the Emiratis, the locals, the expatriates, everybody, for good health and hope that we pass through this difficult situation. And I suggest, I have taken my vaccination, and I hope all will do that to make this country safe. So stay healthy, stay safe is my message to end this.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you very much. Thank you.